Hey, what's up everyone, this is Bubbles, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install some Skyrim mods and stuff to improve your overall graphic, gameplay, whatever. Really, once I show you, you'll pretty much be able to figure out most of it for yourself. It's really not that complicated, it's actually very easy. I'll show you a few of my favorite mods so far, and a few alternate ways to install mods. I think there's two ways that I know of right now. One's kind of iffy because it's in a beta still, but I'll explain everything later. So the website I use is SkyrimNexus.com. I'll post a link to it in the description, but this is one of the main modding places for a lot of games. They have Dragon Age, Dungeon Defenders, Fallout, etc. They have a bunch of files already. So there's two main ways that you go about installing mods. One is getting a mod manager. Right now there's not a Skyrim mod manager, there's the Nexus mod manager. This is pretty much an all-around mod manager for all of their games. They have the Skyrim, Oblivion, Fallout 3 all in one mod manager. It's actually really useful so far. I kind of had some problems with it, so I kind of do it the manual way, which is a little more time consuming, but it's not at all confusing at all. So what you would do if you would like to do it the automatic easy way, you would go to the mod manager. I'll link it again in the description. So you'd go to this, and you'd go to the download page right here, and you would download it, blah blah blah, and then you'd get this shortcut, and you'd open it, and it would be like, yo, which game would you like to manage? That Fallout 3, New Vegas, Oblivion, Skyrim. So since we're a Skyrim one, since I'm playing it way too much, we're going to be doing that one. So this will pop up. I already have some mods installed, as you can see. It's checking for updates, and kind of just sit here while it checks for updates. And I'll find some random mod that I want to install, I guess. So if you're looking for the mod, you would go to like categories if you want a specific mod, or I go to top 100 just because I like to know what's up. There's a top 25 of the 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks has another top 25. I hope you guys understand that. Makes complete sense. I go to the all time, and these are the most popular right now. I've installed most of them, so I'll just kind of, do a one I've already got. It won't really make a difference. Alright, so that's good. So, for instance, No More Blocky Faces. This is one of the must-have mods right now. Take me to the download page. I don't take credit for any of these mods that I'm showing. As you can see, this is, I think that's Zenus's character enhancement. One of the main modders of Oblivion. I give this modder is one of the best. Always coming out with stuff, very high quality stuff. So what you would do is go to the files, and then there's two options. Okay, download with manager, download manually. I also forgot to mention, if you have the Nexus mod manager, you're going to need an account. You're going to want an account anyway, just because it lets you download higher memory files. I think the limit's like 2 megabytes or something like really low if you don't have an account, so make sure you get an account. So yeah, so I'll do it both ways. I'll download manually and I'll download with the manager. So if I hit download with manager, right, it'll open it in this download manager tab, see? And right now it's progressing in the steps, and I'll leave that to download right now, and I'll download it manually at the same time. Just hit any server, it doesn't really matter to me. And it will progress in downloading the file. And now I'll just, we'll chill. I actually want to show you guys one certain thing. I'll link this too, because this is one of the things that I follow main. It's called the Skyrim Total Enhancement Project. it's a bunch of, you know, tips on tweaking, recommending stuff, recommended mods, you know, has a bunch of mods right here that's very useful. INI tweaks. It's very, very good, so you should check this out if you guys want to maximize, you know, your total. I just lost my train of thought. Total something. Yeah, but it also tells you how to use more RAM, because the total RAM for some reason that Skyrim's allowed to use is 2 gigabytes. And I don't know about you guys, but I have like 8 gigabytes of RAM, so at least this lets you, you know, increase the RAM a little bit. Give me more FPS, obviously. Then it also tells you how to fix like mouse lag and stuff, because that's a problem too right here. Allow Skyrim to use 4 gigabytes, fix common crashes, etc. So it's a very good topic right now. It's one of the most endorsed, so make sure you guys check that out. Alright, so so this is done. Oh, no, it's not done. There's still steps in progress, apparently. My other one is already done. Stupid. Alright, well, I'll show you guys the manual way first, I guess. So what you would do is you'd open up the file, you make sure you have like WinRAR, you know, it's to open files, obviously. And usually you'll see like 2, it depends on the mod really, which ones. There's usually a readme, you know, that tells you how to install it. Sometimes they're a little iffy, so I usually like to, you know, show people how to do it. Videos are much more informative. So usually it'd either be like a data folder, a texture folder, and then inside obviously more folders, and whatever. So what you would do would be you'd go to the computer, you know, go to computer, then your C drive, to your program files, and depending if you have Steam or just regular, it'll be in a different place. I have a Steam version, so I'll show you how to do the Steam one. I don't know where the other file would be, but what you want to do is find your Skyrim directory, your main Skyrim directory. Excuse me, I'm fumbling my words. Skyrim directory. So it's under Steam, so you know, I go to Steam Apps, Common, and then I'd find Skyrim, and then see the data folder. 2 data folders, see? 1, 2. And just to be safe, I like to go into the data folder, and you'll see all this shit, all the info, textures, you know, this is like what makes the game, like, pretty much, it's a necessity. If you didn't have this shit, you would be, yeah, if you didn't have this shit, you wouldn't be very, what the fuck? There we go. You wouldn't really be well off, you know, you'd not be able to load textures. It would look like Play-Doh. That's a good comparison. So anyways, I would go click, and then I just see the texture. I just drag that in there, let everything load, and click yes to merge, click yes to all, and then it might not have this error, it might not have this warning. I already have it installed, obviously, so it already has the files in there. So just if it does, click yes, and then click all, and then yes. Then do it for the same conflict thing, move and replace, and there we go. What it essentially did was it just overrided the original files that are in this folder and replaced it with the new files. Okay, so that's done. Once that's done, you just go, this is very simple, you go to mods, then you double click. And since I already, you know, have the mod installed, I'm not gonna go any further than this, but no, okay, control no, shift no, alt no, I don't know, whatever, no. Okay, so now I'm gonna deactivate the mod, just for the purpose of it, because I don't want that a duplicate. Okay, so that's how you do both ways. Obviously bigger mods might be a little more complicated and stuff, and I guess I'll show you the difference between Skyrim original vanilla and what mine runs at with all my graphical mods enhanced. Okay, so this is the Skyrim menu thingamajiggy, And I forgot to mention this. I wanted to mention this just in case any of you guys were confused. There's two kind of data files. I don't have a mod with an ESM yet because it's not possible yet, I guess, but I have an ESP. So the ESPs are plugins to the master files, which are the ESMs. Elder Scrolls Master ESM, and I guess Elder Scrolls plugin, you know. So for instance, this is Arrowsmith, which lets you craft arrows at smiths, which I don't know why they didn't have it in the first place, but whatever, so there's a mod for it. I recommend it. As you can see, it has arrowsmith.esp, which is the plugin. So what you would do is the same thing for the other one. You would go to Skyrim, and then you would just, in the in the data folder, you would just drag it in here. Okay? Drag it in, move and replace, okay? So that's how you do that. And then under data files, you can now see Arrowsmith, see? And you just check that, and then it'll activate it. That's what an ESM is, okay? Alright, so now we're in game, obviously. And I'll show you the difference now between my pretty much modded version of as much as I can right now. Of the graphics and etc. This is vanilla Skyrim. In case you guys don't know, vanilla means original. So as you can see, you know, it's a pretty nice looking game. You know, max settings. You know, it's not a bad looking game, but obviously we want to push it further because we just want to. That's what modders do, I guess. We want to make it sexy, I guess. Anyways, back to the point. So this is vanilla, and now I'll show you the modded version. Okay, so vanilla, modded. Okay, it's a huge difference. I know, it's huge. Modded, no, vanilla, modded, vanilla. Okay, so I'll walk around a bit, you know. As you can see here too, it's like, you know, it's a huge difference. See? Okay. So yeah, so I would recommend following that step-to-step guide and really following it to a T. You know, personal preference. Obviously, you want to consider your personal opinion because you're playing the game, no one else is. But I mean, that's a huge difference. I mean, I don't know who would say that's not beautiful. My character, you know, looks a little looks different too. You know, a lot less blurry. So yeah, so I'll link the links in the description to a few of my favorite mods and to that step-to-step guide, and a few more things. If you guys want any more, you know, tutorials, or if you have any questions on certain things, just leave it in the comments below, and I'll try to, you know, help you guys out. Other than that, I guess that's really it. Look out for the Skyrim Let's Play that I'll probably be doing eventually. Yeah, thanks for watching.